What's going on, guys? This is Ryan Williams here. As you can see, I'm out discovering Mother Nature, of course. So let's get into this. This is obviously the game preview for Arsenal versus Valencia. Today it is, I don't know, man. I'm not as nervous as I was for Napoli. Not saying Valencia easy, because I don't think any game is easy, to be honest with you. Even if we had a team the stature of Manchester City, I still don't think any game is easy. So I'll put my hands up right now. I'm saying, listen, anything can happen. But confidence, I mean, boy, going off the last couple Premier League games, you could say no. Of course, we've been slapped around. Do you know what I mean? We conceded 9 in the last 3, which is ridiculous. On top of that, going back to our last win in the Europa League, we won 2 legs over Napoli, away and home. Of course, 2-0 at the Emirates and 1-0 over in Italy. So today, personally, the team has to literally start from jump. I mean, personally, I don't know, man. This game is really, really tough for me to even call out, I have to say, because, again, Valencia are a very good side. They got guys like Rodrigo, they got guys like Daniel Pereiro, Kevin Gamero, and they got bomb ballers, and of course they got our old boys like Coquelin and Gabriel Palista. So, if anything, this game, and of course this is Unai Emery's old club, so boy, what I mean, this game has some emotional attachments to it, given the fact that Francis Coquelin and Gabriel used to play for us and they were only sold last season. And on top of that, Unai Emery used to manage Valencia 10 years ago with the likes of Juan Mata, David Villa, and I'm sure he even managed David Silva before he left to Manchester City. So, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. And I'm sure Valencia will probably set up in a 4-4-2. With us, I think we should go right for the neck, because, listen, we're at home. We've only lost 3 games this season at home, and 4 seasons. Is it 3? I'm pretty sure it's 3 games this season at home. Obviously, we lost to Manchester United in the FA Cup, the beginning of the season to Manchester City, and a couple of weeks ago to Crystal Palace. So, home form, we haven't lost in the Europa League, which is good. Hopefully, I don't jinx it. I'm on a wooden table right now, so I'm putting my hands on the table. So, going in, I want to say I'm optimistic. Nerves not as sharp as Napoli, but again, you can't write off this team. So let's just get off into the starting 11. And I've seen a lot of people been saying we should start Leno. We should start Leno over Czech. It's semi-finals time, and you know we could give Czech a break, etc., etc. And that's a tough one to call, because again, when you look at the games in the past, you know, obviously the group stages and stuff like that, we've had Lisbon, and we've had a couple other teams I can't remember for the top of my head, forgive me. But when I think of the games, you know, like Bate Borisov, you know, 1-0 away, and at home we killed them. Rennes, and to be honest, for me, we could have been out of that tie if it weren't for Czech. I mean, Rennes were all over us, especially with 10 men. So, you know, and Napoli, he didn't really have a lot to trouble with, and I think that was probably our best defensive game in the Europa League, probably all season, to be fair. I know we could say Fulham, but, you know, Fulham, the calibre of Fulham compared to Valencia, like, come on, guys. No disrespect to Fulham, but even they know it. Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, we got to worry about the away leg next week, but the home leg is just as important. And I've said this, well, obviously I wasn't recording at the time, but even last season, when we had host Atletico Madrid, we had to worry about Diego Costa and Griezmann, etc., etc. And like they got a couple ballers in their team, Valencia too. So if we can literally win the tie at home, which is what I really think we should do, we've got to go for it tonight because our away form is poor, and going over there, well, we're gonna have to see how this game plans out first. So let's just get it started to the starting 11. Like I said, I'm a bit top and tail with Cech and Leno, but you know, for this game, it's going to sound crazy. I'm going to stick with Cech, man. I feel, you know, we have to stay loyal to him. Even though he's leaving at the end of the season, this would be a good farewell for him. Hopefully, if we can get through Valencia and make it into the finals against either Chelsea or Frankfurt, depending on the winners of that semi-finals, will probably be confirmed next week as well as us. So we got to start with Cech. He's been a loyal servant to the club. Got to give him a good farewell. I know everyone's saying Leno this, Leno that, and don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of Bert Leno, but for me, I don't know, man. I just feel we'll be doing Cech dirty if we don't start him. So Cech's in goal for me. Three at the back has to be the formation. Monreal, get back in the side. Koscielny, Socrates, playing right back. I've got to give AZ Nathan-Niles a chance. Obviously, like, the Leicester game wasn't a good game for him. Of course, he got a red card, which means he probably won't. He's not going to feature in our next game against. Oh, sorry, guys, my memory is so joggy. Who we got coming up? We have Brighton at home, so he won't be available for that. So we might as well just start Ainsley, Kolasinac on the left, Torreira, and this is hard because I haven't really been impressed with Xhaka as he's come back. The last two games has been awful for me, but starting Guendouzi, that's a little bit of a risk. I'm not saying Guendouzi's not good enough. I think he's good, but there's times there's parts of this game that lack. He likes to cut back too many times, likes to stay on the ball for way too long than he needs to. And, you know, maybe we should start Xhaka for this and bring on Guendouzi later on, depending on the situation. So Guendouzi and Xhaka for me. In the middle, it has to be Ozil. I'm not Ozil mad, I'm not Ozil crazy. But personally, if you gave me number 10s out of him and Mkhitaryan, or even Alex Iwobi, I'd have to pick Ozil because Ozil just performs at home for some reason. Mkhitaryan's just been poor, out of form personally. And Iwobi, well, you know, like I said, it's Iwobi, innit? You know what you're going to get with Iwobi. So it has to be Mesut Ozil tonight. And of course, starting up top, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Alex Lacazette. So we really got to go for this tie, guys. For me, it's an absolute win. And I know a lot of people are not really focusing on, you know, we should get the tie done here, and you know, they're just, you know, I don't know what everyone's saying, to be honest. Me personally, like I just said, we got to win this game tonight. If we win the game tonight comfortably, then over Valencia, we probably would have to worry a little. We would have to worry a little bit, depending on the scoreline, because they're gonna want it more. And again, these guys can defend as well, which is what we lack right now. But overall, again in the middle, I'm hoping Arsenal could win. I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna go 2-0. Even though I feel we should be trying to push for more, but again, I'm not discrediting Valencia. They are a tough team to play. Of course, they got to the semi-finals, and we all said Napoli was the killer for us. And Valencia, again, a team you cannot underwrite, and they're coming off a loss in their last league game, followed up by a draw, and they've been drawing quite a bit this season as far as my information has been collected. So, boy, it's a tough one. And even if we draw, we got to do something out in Valencia, because, listen, for me, we got to get this tie tonight. Do you know what I mean? So, knowing our away form, that's it. So guys, that's pretty much all I needed to say on the matter of the game. Thank you for checking out this video. If you like what you hear and what you listen to, of course, make sure you subscribe at the bottom of this video. Click the links, give us a thumbs up and type a little comment and let me know how you feel. So guys, stay tuned for my match review of Arsenal versus Valencia after the game and followed up by the player ratings. So guys, can we do this? Hopefully. I'm going to try and get optimistic as much as I can. But Arsenal, please don't let us down. This is the one game that we need. After the lack of performances we've seen in the last couple fixtures, we got to give it our all in this one. So that wraps it up, guys. Like I said, follow the links at the bottom of this video, my IG and Twitter if you want to chat to me. And make sure you subscribe to the Rest of Ruckers podcast on iTunes as well. So guys, take care and hopefully Arsenal can make us proud tonight. Goodbye.